I recently had to dabble in social media for the sake of this campaign. It's something that I tend to avoid, except for getting on social media and telling people, the algorithm is curated by the worst people in the world and it's ruining us all and driving us all insane. And if you haven't noticed, that's absolutely 100% true. But I'm trying to meet people where they at. And I went there and I got verified to buy political ads, and in the process handed my information over to data brokers somehow. Now I'm getting all sorts of scam phone calls. I was getting spam messages, but actually look kind of like directed at me, trying to make sure that I'm dumb enough to download a PDF that is obvious malware. But I've been exposing myself to a lot of things that are really unfortunate with social media, things that I try to avoid personally, and I think you should too. Just really think about what you're looking at. But what really irked me is that, I'm looking at a lot of this content now because, I haven't really been in it. And it's just all so terrible now. It's just awful. And there's so much curated content by the algorithm and the platform itself in order to sort of like feast off of my insecurities and your insecurities. And they're really, really good at it, where it's like if they see one thing and you interact with it a little bit, you get more and more and more. And it just drags you down a rabbit hole straight to hell. And, we need to protect our data. We need to, make big tech pay. If you want a more sane, happier world where you can, be human and enjoy information again, I'm your only option. Beat money in politics.
People who outsource their thinking really don't like me. And even though I want the best for them, I don't understand them at all. So what I need you to do is to help me reach them. And I think that the best way to do that, even though I'm really against manipulation, I have been since I was a little kid. I wasn't having a good time at all with somebody close to me, and I just realized how manipulative and how much they misdirect anger, and it's really kind of had a transformative impact on me ever since an early age. But if you are buff or cute or hot or charming or whatever, if you just make like a reaction video where you're like looking really happy at watching my videos and really happy about the inevitable revolution if we demand it, that would be really helpful. When it comes right down to it, I have way too many principles to be a successful political candidate, where like I'm against manipulation, I refuse to conform to the algorithm, I won't use prescribed speech. I said it earlier, I'm not going to say a phrase like unaliving oneself unless I'm making a dark joke about somebody using AI to write an email to their friend. I'm also like been greatly dismayed over the years about how we can't talk about politics in terms of good policy. It's all about personalities. You never actually talk about the policy. You never actually talk about the effect in any real way. And the people who do are obvious phonies who are all cosplaying as this sort of like thing. They're just wearing this costume and reading this script because they see it as a branding opportunity instead of an actual, a good purpose. So help me beat money in politics.
After already benefiting from what is easily the greatest idea in political history, that is the idea that in order to get money out of politics, we must first beat money in politics, the No Money campaign has reached a new and very significant milestone. That is a coherent plan to win this thing. Every night, starting Monday, May 25th through July 31st, from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m., I will mosey around Old Town Square in Wichita, Kansas, looking like this or looking like this, depending on the situation. And I'll have this. And what I need you to do is come to Old Town Square and sign my petition to get on the ballot against Ron Estes. So send all of your registered to vote friends my way, because we can't beat money in politics unless we do it together. We've got to beat money with the No Money campaign.
To me, every social media trend anymore is cringe as hell, because it's like anytime I see it, I wonder, why is this being allowed? All of these platforms are so heavily curated and so interested in changing the way we think and manipulating us into certain behaviors. Anytime I see a social media trend, I wonder, what's the purpose of this? Especially the AI ones where it's like, generate your own photo with AI or whatever. It's all about uploading your information. It's all about making you more deeply entrenched in this system of thought control. And it really bothers me. I hate it, not only when I see a social media trend get popular. I hate seeing other people adopt it in order to get clout. It's annoying. I need your help to beat money in politics.
My name is Brock, and I'm willing to accept the 4th District of Kansas seat for the U.S. House, the one currently held by Ron Estes, if you'll have me. I am doing this because apparently nobody else will, and I'm doing it for a very specific reason. I have realized, as I'm sure you have too, that the reason why we can't have good public policy in American politics is because of the corrupting influence of money. So I'm running a campaign to get money out of politics, and I've realized that the only way to do that is to beat money in politics. I'm not raising money from anybody. I'm not raising money from anybody at all. And if we can get 5,000 signatures of registered voters by late July or early August, I will travel to Topeka and pay the $1,760 filing fee out of my own pocket. I'm not a rich man, but I'm willing to do that because you deserve good representation. So please help get some momentum behind this campaign, and let's beat money in politics. My name is Brock, and I'm willing to accept the 4th District of Kansas seat for the U.S. House, the one currently held by Ron Estes, if you'll have me. I am doing this because apparently nobody else will, and I'm doing it for a very specific reason. I have realized, as I'm sure you have too, that the reason why we can't have good public policy in American politics is because of the corrupting influence of money. So I'm running a campaign to get money out of politics, and I've realized that the only way to do that is to beat money in politics. I'm not raising money from anybody. I'm not raising money from anybody at all. And if we can get 5,000 signatures of registered voters by late July or early August, I will travel to Topeka and pay the $1,760 filing fee out of my own pocket. I'm not a rich man, but I'm willing to do that because you deserve good representation. So please help get some momentum behind this campaign, and let's beat money in politics.
Handwriting is a very powerful thing, and unfortunately a lot of us are divorced from it. But if you do it, it makes you smarter. It helps you learn better. It helps you make connections in your brain. And it also can do things like beat money into politics. Like, for example, if you go to Old Town Square and you get like a pen like this, and you put your name here, you write it, your signature, and then you print your name, and then you put your address here in what city where you're registered to vote, and you date it, you can beat money in politics, which is the biggest problem there is.
How long does it take Roger Marshall to change a light bulb?
I don't know. How long?
Roger Marshall is no damn fool. He knows that George Soros paid Antifa to break that light bulb, and he left the room before it even got dark, and he's never coming back.
We're wasting a lot of time talking about politics on a framework that just doesn't apply. And the only reason why it's been applied so much is because of how nonsensical it is. Left versus right makes no sense. Left versus right is not applicable to America in 2026. Left versus right is based in a seating arrangement of a foreign country from over 200 years ago. The way that we should be talking about politics is how money is corrupting it, because that's the only thing that matters. If your political theory or what you're talking about doesn't immediately go back to campaign contributions, donors, contracts, things like that, getting money to get more power, to get more money, to get more power over and over and over again, you're not talking about anything. So we got to beat money in politics. We have to find coherence. We have to find a way to focus. And I'm a big fan of handwriting in that regard, to write things down that you know that happen. So that way you don't even need to review it typically. If you take the mental energy and you put it on a page, it kind of like sticks in your mind. But we need to figure out a way, us as individuals, I mean, each and every one of you that I'm talking to, find a way to track what you really believe and refine it, as it goes on. Just do like a one-page thing, sort of like your master value sheet or something like that, and write down what you believe, or type it, or put it in your phone and have it read it back to you every day, so you can like review it and stay focused, because we need to focus. Civil rights activists cheered at the release of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, but secretly worried the man in question was actually well-known CIA doppelganger Julian Buttonge. I think the idea behind the No Money campaign is very simple, but I think people are still kind of not sure where I am politically. So I just wanted to say that if he was a perfect saint and a true statesman and really great and innocent and amazing for the entire time, I would throw him out of office just for the reflecting pool. Just for that. It's such an obvious grift. I would do it. And if he was like on the other party, I'd throw that guy out too, because I don't care, because I have actual standards and I try to enforce them. And please help me do that. I think you should try to enforce standards too. I'd have thrown him out. I would have thrown him out just for this. I would love to. Give me the chance. I'll throw him out just for this. I'd throw him out for other stuff too. But just for this. Just this. I think the idea behind the No Money campaign is very simple, but I think people are still kind of not sure where I am politically. So I just wanted to say that if he was a perfect saint and a true statesman and really great and innocent and amazing for the entire time, I would throw him out of office just for the reflecting pool. Just for that. It's such an obvious grift. I would do it. And if he was like on the other party, I'd throw that guy out too, because I don't care, because I have actual standards and I try to enforce them. And please help me do that. I think you should try to enforce standards too. I'd have thrown him out. I would have thrown him out just for this. I would love to. Give me the chance. I'll throw him out just for this. I'd throw him out for other stuff too. But just for this. Just this.
After Trump got reelected, people were really, really worried. And to chill things out, I'd say to him, don't worry, because if we've learned anything, the Democrats will save us. And that always got a big laugh. Sometimes people cried. Why do we keep doing this? Let's stop doing this.
Beat money with the No Money campaign.
There's something very important that I don't think a lot of people realize about me as a political candidate. I am the only political candidate who is against bullshit. I think, as an American, I think that it's understood for us that we have an inalienable right to avoid bullshit. And I am the only candidate who is against bullshit. If you look at whatever else is out there for this seat, they're very pro-bullshit factions. They are the promoters of big bullshit. And bullshit has taken over our society to such a degree that I've noticed that over the years that the quickest way to make people laugh in a group is to say anything that's true. Like, if you have like a bunch of people in front of you and you say, so the grass is green, you're going to get some chuckles. You're going to get some chuckles. And, the crowd reaction will raise from there based on how willing you are to get real about it. But if you don't like bullshit and you want less bullshit, I'm literally your only option. And I'm here to give you an option. So please help me get on the ballot.